great movie. I want to do a YouTube video about this. I can't do it like this. Shazam!
Alright, let's do this. Whew. That was a lot of fun now, wasn't it? Well, hey there guys, Movie Man back again with another video. Sorry it's been so long, been busy with school and all that, you know, unimportant stuff. Nevertheless, I'm here now and I'm ready to talk about Shazam. What the heck? It just worked like 5 seconds ago. You all saw it, right? Joking aside, let's just get right into Shazam with some of my general thoughts. Okay, so going into Shazam, I was thinking it was going to be funny, yet entertaining, and I was hoping that they would pull off the whole back and forth with Billy and older Billy as Shazam, hoping that the actor playing Shazam would be able to make himself seem like a kid in an adult's body, and yet have have all the kids' personalities and all that. And Zachary Levi just nailed that. He was honestly a perfect casting, in my opinion, to play Shazam. So definitely love the lead. All the side characters, all the foster family kids, all enjoyable in a different way. The villain wasn't bad. I would have loved Black Adam, but I know they're building up for a Black Adam movie and then having them come together, which I think is really cool. And Dr. Sivana was pretty good, a solid villain in my opinion. Nothing special, but he wasn't bad either. I think he accomplished what we needed from a villain in the first Shazam movie. Another thing is, it was just a fun ride. The comedy hit for the most part. The action was pretty good. The interactions between, Shazam and Freddy was just great. All of that. I just love that. And Shazam learning his powers instead of just automatically knowing how to use them, I think was really good. And I think I would definitely suggest seeing this movie. Obviously it's not in theaters now, but I definitely think you should find a way to watch it, rent it when it comes available to rent, buy it, because I think it's definitely a lot of fun. Quick note before I start going into my thoughts on the movie, I do want to give a spoiler warning. The movie has been out for a little while now, but nevertheless, if you haven't seen the movie yet and you don't want anything to be spoiled for you, I would click away now. You could still like the video to show your support, but nevertheless, that's your warning. Now here we go with my thoughts on the movie Shazam. With the comedy, I think this movie handled comedy way better than any of the other DC movies. It honestly kind of felt like the comedy was balanced almost as if it was a Marvel movie. I think Marvel balances their comedy very well in most of their movies, and I think Shazam balanced it pretty well, used it when it was needed, or when it was, able to be used, and it didn't feel forced. Okay, moving on to the villain, Dr. Sivana. I'm kind of 50-50 on him. He's not a villain that I loved, but I didn't hate him either. He was just kind of in the middle for me, because, he started out wanting to become Shazam, and when at the beginning when he was a kid and his dad and brother weren't very nice to him, and he got taken to the wizard brought him to him and then just tells him that you're not worthy and will never be worthy. That seemed very that would be kind of upsetting as a kid, to be told you're not worthy of great power. If that doesn't turn you into a villain, like, what does? That just seems so messed up, and understandable for him to try, throughout his whole life to track down this power that he was told he would never be worthy for. But then something happens where, you know, he gets the ball of energy that he was told not to get, but he went for anyway. And all those demons that were in the statues go into it, and it replaces his eye. And they kind of take control of his actions in a way. I mean, he's still in control, but it feels like they're more of the main villains than he is, which I thought was kind of weird. But overall, probably not that memorable of a villain. But nevertheless, for the first movie of Shazam, where the main focus is Billy becoming Shazam, I think he did the job. Moving on to my favorite part of the movie. This was just great. I almost felt like standing up and clapping. Of course, I did not do that. I'm not that kind of person to just stand up and start clapping for a movie. But I just loved it. It felt so deserved. Loved it. It definitely made me go from, you know, throughout the whole movie being like, it's not that bad of a movie, to I love this movie. When Billy decides to share his powers with the Foster family, I love this moment. Because they built these kids up. They had a great relationship. They were all supporting Billy. They were all trying to make Billy feel a part of the family. And then giving them all his powers too. And them all teaming up to take on the demons. I can't think of what they were called. But I loved it. That made me love the movie. And of course, seeing Freddy save the bullies who picked on him early on in the movie, that was kind of funny. Full circle, I'd say, is a good thing to say about it. Also, what kind of kids pick on a disabled person? That's so messed up. And why? I don't know. I thought that was kind of weird that they would just pick on this kid just because he's a cripple or because he has a disability. I thought that was just messed up. I love that they got him back later on, and I love all the references in this movie. They have references to different movies throughout throughout the movie. They have the one Ferris Bueller type thing where Billy, shows up as an adult, Shazam, wearing like clothes over his costume and gets Freddy to leave school. I thought that was pretty funny. Also the part where Dr. Savannah and Billy are in the mall and he runs across the piano. I think I saw it big when I was like really little, so I don't remember it that much, but I did recognize it in the movie, and it was still pretty fun to see that. All in all, Shazam was a great film. A lot of fun. I would definitely suggest seeing it. And it does make me excited for Shazam 2. They did have 2 end credit scenes. One I had to look up. I was not really sure what it was, and the other one was just kind of a joke, with Billy bringing Shazam, or showing up as Shazam to the school with Superman because of Freddy saying earlier that he was best friends with Shazam and Superman and whatever Freddy was talking up earlier in the movie. I just thought that was fun and a cool little inclusion of Superman at the end. So I enjoyed that. And then the little reference at the end, in the end credit scene, that was the little joke of Aquaman. It was okay, I guess. Well, I think it was okay because they had the other end credit scene that hinted at the sequel. With Dr. Savannah and the Caterpillar, Mr. Mind or whatever I think his name is. I had to look it up. I'm a huge DC fan, but I've never really known much of the Shazam world other than who Billy and Shazam is and Black Adam. And actually, I knew who Dr. Sivana was, but other than that, I really didn't know much of Shazam. I didn't realize how sci-fi it was. That's something I didn't expect in this movie. Yeah, it was very, it leaned a lot into the sci-fi magic kind of world that I didn't realize Shazam was. I'm sure a lot of Shazam fans kind of knew that this was going to be like that, but I always thought Shazam was more of the, you know, the Boy Scout, like kind of like Superman. But then again, I've only seen Shazam in a few things. I saw him in the original Justice League animated, or Justice League Unlimited animated show, where they were comparing him to Superman a lot, so I thought he was very similar to Superman. I saw him in Young Justice, and the Justice League animated movies, or the DC animated movies. But nevertheless, they never really dived that deep into his magic aspects. So I thought that was kind of interesting, and I think it was handled well, where it was easy to follow. It wasn't totally like out there. So good there. Another thing is, I do want to say that I think, even though I was kind of like, at first when I was watching the movie, I wasn't sure how to feel about it, but now I'm thinking about it, and I think it was actually really good that they did this. So Billy, a little after he learns how to use his powers, he starts ditching school and going to like public areas to show off his powers to make money. At first I thought, what is he doing? Like, he's supposed to be a superhero, why is he doing this? But then I took into consideration, he's a kid, like, he just got powers. Why wouldn't he use them to make money? I mean, I would hope I wouldn't do that, but if I'm being honest, I would probably do that, you know, why not, right? But I love that Freddy was kind of like talking him down, and making him realize that what he was doing was wrong, you know, having him learn from his mistake. And I did also kind of find it weird that when he caught the bus, that he caught it by the glass. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of a tiny nitpick, you know. I don't think it's a huge deal, but, you know, it's something that I was kind of like weirded out by. But you know, whatever. It didn't prevent me from enjoying the movie. So, you know, okay, that's pretty good. Overall, I enjoyed the movie. A lot of fun. I'm gonna purchase it when it comes out on DVD. Definitely better than most of the other DC movies that have come out so far. So, final score, I'm gonna say out of 10, I would give it, this is a tough one, because I enjoyed it, especially the last 30 minutes. Well, I enjoyed it throughout, but then there of course were stuff that I thought were just kind of weird, or just, you know, tonally switched and whatnot. But overall, I think I'm going to give this movie a 7.5 out of 10, just because I think it was, 5 is probably, you know, for me, 5 out of 10 would be, anything below 5 is unwatchable, anything above 5 is watchable, and then 7's kind of where I'd say, 7 or 8 is where I'd say is, you know, it's nothing amazing, but it's nothing just okay either. I think it's definitely worth rewatching, and purchasing on DVD. I think it's a great installment to the DC Cinematic Universe, whatever they're going to call themselves. And I am excited for Shazam 2. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought about Shazam, if you saw it. Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? If you didn't enjoy it, let me know why you didn't enjoy it. I'm definitely interested to know why. And then if you did enjoy it, let me know if you agree with the reasons I enjoyed it, or if you have other reasons you enjoyed it. Let me know. Don't forget to like the video if you want to see more content. I'm planning on coming out with more videos throughout the summer. This is just one of many. I'm going to come out with a testimonial video Looking back on one of my, actually it is my favorite DC show, Gotham. I'll also come out with another video where I rank the seasons of Gotham. So stay tuned for those. I know earlier on in my Titans finale reaction and review trailer, of the trailer, I said that I would review every episode of Titans. I'm not going to end up being able to do all of those, but I will still come out with an overview of the season. And in that video, I'll talk about what we can expect for the next season. Also, I will come out with videos, probably just an overview of the previous seasons of Arrow, Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl, Doom Patrol, and I'll come out with a video where I talk about the first season of Krypton and what we can expect for the next season. Pretty much any DC show out there, I'll cover it. I might even come out with some videos where I rank all of the seasons of Arrow, Flash, Legends, Supergirl, Black Lightning. Oh, speaking of Black Lightning, I'll also come out with a video going over the previous season of Black Lightning. And so stay tuned for those. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Hit the bell for notifications every time I release a new video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't seen Shazam, check it out. It's a great movie. Definitely another great movie in the DC cinematic universe. I'm Movie Man, and I will see you in the next video. Shazam!